Deidre Kenya James is in the building, CEO of Triple D Entertainment. How you feeling today? Welcome to the Mental Margarita Show.
No, well, thank you. I'm glad to be here. All right. Thank you, Scarlett.
So what you been up to?
I just been working. I have a lot of production movies, casting for movies. We're working on a movie project called Granddad's Birthday Party. It's a comedy. It's what Book Capone. He's been a reality child star from many years.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
And so wait a minute. It's called Granddad's?
Yeah, it's called Granddad's Party. That's what we working on that project. And then also too, Slick Johnson, Black Jesus. So he's in that movie as well.
Wow. So what? All right, let's take it back now. What got you into the movie business?
Well, they asked me, do I want to, join in with a project called Seven and Westlake Films. Nino's Revenge. We filmed out there in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's called the Re-Rock. Seven and Westlake, Nino's Revenge, and the Re-Rock. So it's right now it's on Tubi, Amazon. Yeah.
So it's on Amazon. So for the audience that's watching, if you guys want to check it out, so is Granddad's going to be on Amazon too?
Granddad's Party is going to be on Netflix.
And it's going to be on Netflix. Wow.
And it's going to be on Tubi. It's going to be on Tubi. Yeah, Tubi TV. Yes.
Wow. Now that's nice. So what is when you talk about Triple D Entertainment, what does that consist of?
That is deepest destinies of your heart's desires is all the 3Ds.
Wow, that's what I'm talking about. And so you venture off in clothing?
We have symbolistic custom made that we just opened up a tattoo shop on West Adams area.
Okay.
I partner up with the Sandman. You can check him out, the Sandman 2000 on IG.
Wow. Okay. So what symbolistic exclusive tattoos? You got the tattoo shop going on. So for those that want some tattoos, now what got you into that business? Do you have a lot of tattoos?
No, I don't have many, but they're gonna tat me up. So I will be getting a lot of tattoos on me soon, but it won't be in my face.
Please, Lord, please not.
No, I'm a real straight businesswoman. I wouldn't want nothing in my face.
Yeah. And look, I love tattoos. I really do. I love the art. But my grandmother asked me not to have any tattoos when I was very young. Yes. And that is the one promise that I never broke.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. You got a good grandmother. She was telling you not to mark your body. Because she's letting you know that's the mark of the beast.
You know it. Like my grandmother's from the South, so you already know how that goes.
And I'm from the South. Yes, I'm from Savannah, Georgia, the seaport.
So now, Savannah, Georgia. So what made you come out to the West Coast?
Well, production work. Hollywood Rick Hard hit me up and he was like, do I want to come out here and work with him on some movie projects? Wow. And I did. And I flew out. And here I am, been steady working since day one,
That's great.
Yeah.
Now, what is your vision? When you look at your vision now, look 5 years from now, I always say this 5. I don't know why. 5 is like a good number. 5 years from now, where do you see yourself? Where do you want to be?
5 years, I see my business expanding all over I look to hire more individuals to the company and keep steady working on movie projects, entertainment with music, with various artists. So I look forward to just expanding more and more with Triple D Entertainment Productions.
That's great. Now, is there a music department in Triple D Entertainment? Is there some artists that
Yes.
you're working with?
Yes, and I also work with Potter One Music Group and Mob Affiliated. We do a lot of distribution with the company. Yes.
All right. All right.
E40 and and Snoop and all them. So
Now we talking. Come on. Those are big guys.
yeah.
Shout out to E40 and Snoop. I got to get one of them on the show real soon.
Yes.
Now, let me ask you this. Is there any recent projects that are coming out?
Yes. It is some recent projects coming. It is called let's see, like I said, the granddad's birthday party.
Okay, we got that one down. Any
Okay.
music projects coming out?
Yes, we have some music projects coming out. Snoop's new artist, Snowflake, will be signing with Death Row.
Snowflake in the building.
Yeah, he's a young artist, so he'll be out there.
Well, that's what's up. Well, I don't want to hold you because I know that you're grinding right now.
Okay.
But is there any way that if people want to reach you, follow you, all that good stuff, how do they get in contact with you?
Okay, they can follow me on CEO Triple D ENT 78, and they can also follow me The Sandman 2000, and also Potter One Music Group and mobaffiliated.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dee Dee James, it was an absolute pleasure.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having me on your show.
So we're here on the Mental Margarita Show, and I got Triple D in the house.
Yeah.
And it's been a minute, and we gotta fast forward because we talked about some things last time, but we're putting it all together because I think people need to see from start to, I don't want to say finish because you're just really starting.
Yeah.
So from start to the next start, the new year. First and foremost, Happy New Year's to you.
Happy New Year's to you as well. And thank you for having me on the show.
You've been doing some grinding.
Yes.
We got a lot of people that are on this show that work really, really, really hard on what they do in their craft. You in particular, though, I think that you break the mold.
Yes, I do. Yes. Being an entrepreneur and driving trucks and, and just working extra hard to get these projects going, it's been a challenge, especially out here in California, in the LA area.
And if we can just do a little background info for the audience on how you got started in the promotion game, in the entertainment industry, and all that good stuff.
Well, I've been in this business pretty much all my life since I've been, a teenager. I started out, my first show was back in 2016 with Wu-Tang Management with Vega Dawn. And I got offered a position out here in California to work with Hollywood Work Hard. And that's where my project really actually began when I came and worked on a Westlake and 7 and Westlake Films project out here in Los Angeles.
Wow. And through that you did some you got stuff that's going on in Vegas, you got stuff that's going on in Cali. Yeah. You had some kind of connection with Death Row Records. Can you tell the audience?
Yes, I have. I have some connections with Death Row. One of my artists, Murky Waters, he was signing over to Death Row. And
wow.
That was, I try to bring a lot of artists to the platform so they can work hard on their craft to be able to use the industry because it's not easy.
It's not.
No.
It's definitely not easy. And now, fast forwarding to the new year, you have an independent film you're working on. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Okay, it's through Phoenix D Media. That's my media company through Triple D Entertainment Production. We're doing Respect My Ain't. We're doing episodes. We're gonna be out there filming in Atlanta and also Vegas as well. We're doing $1,000 tap out. Okay, and also we were I work on the caffeine crew with OG Bright All D and also DJ A Star as well. DJ A Star used to DJ with Big Pun and Fat Joe.
Terror
Yes,
Squad.
yeah, yep. And the dip
Terror Squad is in
squad.
the building.
Yes,
How
it
did
is.
how did this happen? How did you guys connect?
Well, I connect with the Sandman 2000. That's my tattoo artist. He's also my art director. He kind of, showed me the way. He was like, "Okay, you ready?" So I was like, "Okay, let's get it." And then
Wow.
they like, "Let's work on some projects." And I was like, "Okay, it will be an honor for me to work on projects with you guys."
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Hey, a country girl coming out here to Los Angeles and Nevada. I'm with it.
And tell the audience where you actually are originally from.
I'm originally from Savannah, Georgia, from the seaport. Shout out to the seaport. Yes.
Wow. And to come out to the West Coast because your name is ringing bells. We have a mutual friend, Ria Roma.
Okay. Yes, she's a
And
really nice lady. Hey, shout out to Ria Roma. Big shout
yeah,
out to Roma.
she has, I mean, she talks you up and says that you are the absolute real deal. Now, anybody that knows who Ria Roma is,
Yeah.
she's very highly respected in the industry.
Yes, she
So,
is. Beautiful, beautiful lady. Beautiful soul, spirit, soul. Shout out to Ree. I'll tell you, you my girl. I love her so much.
absolutely. Now,
Yes.
I love this name, the Caffeine Crew.
Mm-hmm.
How did you guys get this name? Is it because you guys would just stay up all night long?
Yeah, yeah, I think that's what it was. They drink a lot of coffee. But it's through urban realness. They don't want to just do a catchy name that will grab the audience. They work really hard to come up with this name. So
Yeah, they definitely do. Now let's talk about the clothesline because you have clothing
yeah,
production lines you're working on.
yes, I do. I have DJ Session Wear will be coming out this year. We are working on some projects right now with DJ Session Wear, and it's going to be an urban clothing line. Anybody can buy. It's going to be in all shapes, colors, and sizes. So,
Wow,
yes,
this is amazing. So, is there any shows that are that we need to be ready for that you're behind?
well, yes, actually, I will be doing a show coming up. It's going to be a mansion party, and it's going to be out here in Los Angeles. And
Woohoo!
it's going to be Respect My Ain't. So we will definitely be doing that within the coming months. It will be probably in March. Will definitely be in March.
I
So
hope
you
I have an invite to that.
like you do. You have a big invite. You are my special guest. Yes, you are.
Yeah,
Yes,
that'll be great. That'll be fantastic.
yes,
Now, I want to ask you, so you being a female in the entertainment industry, there's so many things that you guys have to deal with on a daily basis, whether it's being respected as a professional,
yeah,
holding your own, making sure that people actually, talk to you in
yes.
the right light. How do you cope with that kind of thing? And what are some of the pieces of advice that you could give the people that are watching that are females aspiring to be in the business?
Well, I tell you one thing, me working in the business, a lot of the OGs, they respect me in this business. I'm very firm. I stand out among the rest. And, for as far as what I can say, as far as the female being towards this business, and she gotta be an orchid because because she's in a pool of sharks, and that's how I feel. I'm not taking no losses. That's and that's how I feel. Getting shows done. I did a couple of shows from California, also with Hollywood Record, and also out there in Savannah, Georgia.
Wow.
Yes, and also in Charlotte, North Carolina.
So
Mhm.
you definitely have to you have to work hard. You got to watch out for the sharks. So there's going to be sharks in any industry, but you've been able to navigate your way through them.
Yes, and I'm also part of one music group too as well. With Dawn Davenport. So shout out to I work hard.
I'm telling you. I am telling you. And it seems like you're working hard right now because I can barely even see you. Are you in it?
I'm in the car because I'm on my way to another event with Hollywood Record. He's been my biggest supporter, my mentor. He works on a lot of movie projects. That's right now. That's on Tubi TV. I can't have it no other way. You want to say something?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, Dee Dee, listen, we love you over here in the Mental Margarita Show.
Thank you so much, and invite me back again. Well, you coming to the party in March, so don't even worry.
I am definitely coming. I'm definitely coming to the party.
I look that dark. I try to lighten it up. Brighten up your day. It look that dark.
It's pretty dark, but it's okay because your voice is bringing so much light, and we want to thank you. Huh?
Did you say about my teeth? They're all white and stuff.
Yeah. Good job. Good job there.
Well, thank you so much for having me on your show, and it's always an honor.
How do they? If people want to follow you or get inquiries or bookings, how do they do that?
Well, I'm also on Google as Triple D Entertainment Production LLC, and also to Phoenix D Media. They can follow me on social media platforms. Facebook is Dee James, Dee James, and also they can follow me on Instagram. It's Triple D Entertainment 2023, and also Triple D Live. Well, Phoenix D too. Phoenix D on our social media platforms and YouTube.
Well, there you go. There you have it. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dee Dee is in the house. Triple D Entertainment.
Thank y'all so much. All my supporters. Thank you so much.
And I look forward to seeing you soon.
Okay, you too. Okay, thank you so much.
Let's shake the world.
All right. Okay, Mr. Kid.
Meet celebrity makeup artist Kelly Moore, owner of Smooth Brides Hair and Makeup. They offer hair, makeup, and spray tanning services in the Las Vegas Valley for all occasions. Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate events, photo shoots, or even a night on the town. Smooth Brides will bring everything you need for all hair and makeup events. They offer group discounts and midweek deals. Mention the Mental Margarita Show and receive 20% off wedding parties of 3 or more.
C. Gaines is in the building, the living legend.
Man, you the legend, brother.
Oh my goodness, this is something special, man.
What's going on with you, man? How you been, man?
Man, I've been good, brother. It's been real hectic, and you know what? There's been a lot of tragedies. People have lost their lives that I've known in Miami and in New York.
Yeah,
And I tell you, man, it feels good that we're here.
yeah, yeah,
We
man.
got
It's been some turbulence, man, and the whole everybody's been going through it, man. I've been blessed, man. I have some deaths, but I've been hearing some, other friends and family going through it close, personal. You know what I mean?
it's
That's the
crazy, man.
times we in, man.
Yeah, it's definitely the times that we're in. It's good to have you here on the Mental Margarita Show. And you're a guy originally from Brooklyn.
Yes, sir.
How was that like growing up in Brooklyn?
Well, I'm an older dude, man. So it's like, people got the accolades in life. I think one of my accolades was surviving Brooklyn, growing up. I mean, playing with fire, but not getting burnt. I was one of those dudes that tapped around the Haitian Jacks and, the Tuts and the Glaze and all the killers and without being, that was the environment we grew up in. You know what I mean? Just like
Right.
Chicago now. Like living in Chicago now, it's like, how do you survive without getting caught up, without, you know what I mean? You know how it is. But it taught me a lot about life, you know what I mean? So you got the 50 year of hip hop. It's like, dang, that era that we grew up in is like so special now.
So
you know what I'm
special.
saying? And I always tell people, I'm not a hell of a dude. I just grew up in a hell of an era. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm telling you, what an era. And you know what? I can't be more elated than to see how the 50th anniversary of hip hop has rolled out. It just was everywhere. And, of course, the major networks, they took advantage of it. But it was just a sight to see all of the old school legends coming together and doing shows and seeing the old mix up with the new school. What were some of your artists that influenced you as you were coming up in Brooklyn?
Oh man, it's funny. It's a different type of era when people say those. It's like growing up like Big Daddy Kane, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, seeing him drive by on Atlantic Avenue with the 300 Benz with the wide body kit on it, and to see that was like one of the, like, you gotta understand, like, right now today you got people that got money, got these deals, Drake and all that, but for us it was unheard of. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yo, you getting money from music? How? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So to see that transition of Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, and to see them in the city everywhere you go, you know what I mean? It was an inspiration. It's a hell of inspiration, and to know him personally, but it's the fact that was one of the first things from legal side. We never knew how to make money legally. Either go to college or sell drugs. It was no in between, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
So that was another option, like, to be a businessman. You know what I mean? And on that level, you know what I mean? So that's why I think the corporations that took advantage of it, because it was like, yo, these kids, man, these were kids, man. Tupac was 25, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like touching the world, like the power that we had. Some kids from the Bronx.
That's right.
Talking about what they going through, touched the whole world. You know what I mean? So they had to capitalize off of that.
Yeah, they definitely did. And it's great to see that moving forward, we have gotten smarter with our business and building up independent operations, and also being able to translate our celebrity into wealth and financial opportunities that have took hip hop to another level. So it's good to see the progress of it all, and how far we've come.
Yeah.
And look, I was a guy. My guy was my favorite artist was Rakim, man. I mean, like,
Yeah,
I'm telling you right now, like I was, still to this day, I can say word for word just about every song. I mean,
yeah.
so I mean, those guys were so lyrical and they had integrity. Now, as you're moving along, what what came about with you as far as your vision of how I can be an independent, how I can do business? I'm sure hip hop influenced you as well.
Oh man, yeah, we had my history is long, man. We started with I started with the guy named Naquan. Uh his name is Naquan. You know, 5%ers was an influence on New York.
Right, right.
Naquan and AZ, they started the jean company called Carcanine Jeans, right? So I was
Crocodile.
helping them out. I was helping them out with the they was the first company that you know, that used Scoob and Scrap, Big Daddy Kane's dancers as in a ride-on magazine. It was unheard of before that. No brand wanted to be associated with rappers. Carl was the first one when Platinum did his thing, and then St. Oz and Hennessy can rock him, and then it's ongoing from there. So that was the whole thing of hip hop for me. For me personally, like I used to go to Def Jam Comedy and see Russell personally, like, yo, I need y'all to wear these clothes. And he was looking at me, looking at everybody else, like, who are you? Like, this is your clothes? A black dude? No, it's Carl Kanai. It's my brother, my friend. He's in California. We manufacture this. And he was like, no problem. Call Heidi Smith. And everybody in Def Jam Comedy was wearing Carl Kanai.
That's crazy.
Just like that. And nobody knows the story, but it was that reality of how hip hop influenced the brands and the power that we had. It was that learning, you know what I'm saying, and being that close to Russell, and he started Fat Farm after that, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But he was
Right.
like, yo, I told him the trick, Carl and AZ, rest in peace, knew the trick was to manufacture out of California compared to manufacturing in New York. So that was the only difference. Then everybody went to California, and then they went to overseas, went to the NATO trade with Clinton passed the bill, which took all the jobs out of the country, but the manufacture of a pair of jeans in the Dominican Republic is like $2 compared to $20 in what I'm saying, in Manhattan. So more profit,
Right.
more, you know what I mean? But that's the reality of it. But yeah, but to see hip hop, man, from that stance, and then to see Big Daddy Kane, like a friend of mine, and his manager Saquon, they doing $50,000 shows like it's night, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what's up. Like back to where he's supposed to be because the recognition of all these shows that he's doing. So that's a plus, man. I'm just blessed to see it, like you say.
It is, man. It's definitely a plus. And Crocodile, man, what a trailblazer he was, man.
Yeah, he's the first, man. This dude was selling clothes out of his car when we grew up together, but he had a Benz of a 300 Benz, right? So imagine somebody pull up in a 300 Benz, black Benz, and you open up the trunk and you see jeans. Like I made this, I'm the designer. This is like 88. Like what? What? Who? What? And it was fine quality. You know what I'm saying? Like the store.
It was right. It was crazy. The quality.
So he started selling out the stores out of New York. Simons and Brownsville was his #1 store. And then he went to California with AZ. But like I said, we 18, 19, 20.
Wow.
We kids. You know what I'm saying? So.
I'm seeing it. All right. So now moving on, and let's talk a little bit about you because let's talk about Montana Way music. I mean, what was your affiliation with that?
Oh, that was down in Tampa, Florida. I had a club down in Tampa, Florida. I was dealing with the artists out there, Drac. These guys, that's the Tampa, that's a South, that's a real South sound, you know what I mean? So I'm from New York, so I had a club down there, so I had to get with this vibe to try to figure out how to work it. So I got with this team. I have so many different companies and affiliations over the years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm always part of everybody else's team so we can affiliate. I'm a community person. I know community needs resources. You know me for life. I'm always, oh man, go check out my man over here. He got a talk show. We gotta go support him. You know, he's like, you want to interview me? I'm like, man, I want you to get somebody that has numbers that's known because I want to make sure I support you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how it's community work, man. It's communication. Sometimes somebody may be looking for a plumber and the plumber's standing right next to him, but we don't even talk to each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And Vegas is a small community, but it's like, bro, it's like gentrification is real. Like every city has gentrification, so it's the same thing. Like remember all the photographers that was out here when I was out here? Where they at
Oh,
now, bro? You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Not here. They couldn't sustain, you know what I mean? Because we had to communicate. You got to be able to be a people person. So it's a resources of what I'm saying is currency means to flow. I give you a job, you give me a job. This is what Italians and Jews and everybody else do. They're not smarter than us. They just understand. Look, if two Jews have a problem, they're gonna say, "Well, I'm gonna go deal with a black person." They're gonna go deal with another Jew. You know what I mean? That's in there. We just, man, I ain't dealing with no black establishments. We gotta change that. So I try to change that by being an example, man. I just try to network. I'm a photographer, videographer, social media and presence. You know, been doing that camera work for years, but I'm more of a community person, man. I'm trying to keep us sustainable. I'm trying to tell people you're going to be living in Pahrump in the next 2-3 years. Why? Because the rents is going to be high as hell here unless you get your, you know what I'm saying?
Right. That's so funny. I just had the same conversation.
It's the reality. I know people in Pahrump. The right. They talk about come to a party. I'm like, what party? What? Pahrump? What the hell? Who's going? We gonna get locked up in Pahrump? You know what I mean? Like, but he's like, this is the reality of it because we have to talk. Everybody that was here all these years when Vegas wasn't popping with the stadiums and all that, they got to come together now and get your business out to the 50 million people that come here. I said, listen, people that come here. I do the cheap shit for the locals because they ain't never got no money. And you don't never have no money is a mindset. It's a mental mindset if you don't have no money. You have the money for what you want to pay for. You got on 2.5 pair of Jordans. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you want. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta, as a mindset, stop saying we don't have this money. I don't value your video or your pictures critique because I don't think that I need that over me looking good. That's my value system. It ain't personal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you knew what I know, you know what I'm saying? The content is everything. Marketing, it's 50 million people that come in why are you soliciting Joe that don't have a job or works at Amazon that you know he has limited resources?
Right.
It's 50 million people that come in with, you know, I have clients be like, I got a day left, I got $2,000 left. What can I do? Go home and keep the money in your pocket. But they come here with that mentality, and none of the locals are getting some of that resources. So that's what I'm trying to do. Like I be pushing it. I'm Commissioner Weekly told me, ICU Studios, oh man, you're the one that we had a meeting about. He said, you're taking the traffic off the strip. Your pictures and videos in these hookah lounges and these clubs is making people like, I'm going there. You know
right.
So I'm like, oh man, am I in trouble? You know what I'm saying? But he likes it because he's about the community. You know what I'm saying? So some of the community is getting money, but the city noticing it. I'm like, okay, I'm doing something. I might not feel like I'm doing something, but I'm trying to keep us relevant. And
your name is always popping, man. Come on.
I'm humble, man. I'm just happy to be around people like you. You know what I'm saying? Like accepting me in. You don't come into no city, and I know you humble, but you brace me in. You know what I'm saying? Your whole family. You know what I'm saying? What you need, man? Hey, go ticket. They go. And I never forget that, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I always try to include you where I'm doing.
I appreciate that, man. And ICUstudios.com, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you go to this site. Now, I've gone to the site and I see all the wonderful things that you've done. What are some of the most meaningful things that you've done over the years that is dear to your heart?
You always want to talk, we always talk about being something, right? And giving back to community, but we don't never have time. You know what I mean? But reality, you know what I mean?
Right.
So one of the things I just, because it just happened yesterday. Again, I filmed for 100 Black men here in Las Vegas, and they always in the community. So I'm always filming. So it's always giving back. And this what it's about. You know what I mean? Being in the community. Christmas, they gave out dinners. They knocked on doors in different complex, door to door, giving out dinners. And people was like, are you serious? What's wrong with this? You know what I mean? Like, and to be able to film that's one of the biggest things. Like, you're in the biggest city, in the entertainment capital of the world, but it's a whole community that's really starving. The homeless is really bad out here. You know what I mean? They don't never show that. You know, I understand you don't want to mess up the tourist money. I understand it's politics, but to be able to give back, because it's so much. bro, man, it's to me, it's just a mental thing. Like I'm from Brooklyn, New York, right? And all we ever wanted was opportunity.
Right.
The money we gonna make it. We gonna make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There was no opportunity. You couldn't say I'm going to go get a job. There was none of that. This is the 80s. Young black men. You thought it was bad now. I mean, police, he pull you over, you know you was black. That was the reality. I don't care how old you were, young. That was the reality. So I understand we forgot about that, and we think we deserve this and stuff like that. But there's so much stuff right here in Vegas. Like there's so much programs that these people that starving, it just need information how to get it. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's part of the 100 Black Men giving out to the youth. They gave out scholarship to these kids to go to UNLV, like real scholarships. I'm like, yo, bro, if I had that, I would not did this. You know what I mean?
Telling you.
Yeah, so that's my biggest thing, to be able to give back to the community here and to see that there is a community here that needs help. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and and like you said, because we've all been part of the struggle, right? I mean, anyone that's on this planet, unless you have a silver spoon in your mouth, you've gone through some kind of struggle, and there's some, there's residential areas, there's areas in Vegas, man, and there is some serious struggling going on.
Mm-hmm.
And it's good when you're able to provide some kind of inspiration, or whether it's food or whether it's clothing for the homeless. And it's so crazy because it's so easy. It's so easy not to see all that with all those bright lights, man.
Yeah.
It's so easy. So speaking of bright lights, what is some of the upcoming projects or the projects you're working on right now?
Man, I'm the people person, so I always get these last minute gigs. Like I'd be like, about this project 2 months ago. Why you? So I got put onto this gig today. Just shout out to Chris Mills. He put me on to the documenting the Shaquille O'Neal and them actually building the stadium. All the specifics I'm working out now, but actually building the NBA stadium, actually documenting behind the scenes of the deal of they had a club, the stadium. It's a whole bunch. They just put in my lap yesterday, 2 days ago.
Wow.
Yeah, that's one of the big exciting projects. I'm dealing with Dada Mills. He lives out here. He's a big engineer, producer, record executive. He lives out here and he's doing something with Virgin. I think he might be doing the entertainment. I might be leaking it too fast, but he's big out here. So I'm working with him. He just shot a movie in Utah, and I did the behind the scenes documentary of them shooting a movie with Soldier Boy and Sean Kingston.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So I stay busy. You know what I mean? I stay busy. But I'm just lacking a team, man. That's why I'm at the level. We all at the level, yourself included, where we trying to do master all trades. You know what I'm saying? Jack of all trades, master of none. Because we do so much. And I just think all of us, anybody I speak to is the same thing. Okay, I have my team, but I really need a team. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need more people. Like, people like, I send photographers to gigs and people like, yo, your photographer's here. Where are you at? I'm like, I'm at another gig. They like, nah, we wanted you. You know what I mean?
Right. I know.
I'm learning it's more of a social thing in photography. I can be able to talk. You know what I mean? So
true, it is.
So I gotta be able to, I just think that we all need to be more organized as a people individually, so we can become more organized as a community. Like I can't complain about community and my shit ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get my house right, and that's my only thing. I'm here, but I'm not organized enough where I need to be in the front and center and dedicated to one thing, which is photography and videography. And content creation, because I said I'm trying to make us a presence while we still can. You know what I mean?
Right.
You still can go to the Sphere right now and talk to these people. You know what I'm saying? You can't go to Madison Garden in New York tomorrow. I'm critique. I got a camera. I need to talk to someone. It's not happening.
Right.
You can't go to LA Center and be like, hey, buddy, I'm just off the street. Man, who are you? You got to know somebody, and that's what Vegas is going to become. That's any city. You know what I'm saying?
You
so
still
I'm trying to make sure our presence first.
Hmm? You still have an opportunity.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot because they're looking for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why Dada moved there because they might have the Beyonce. It's crazy. Beyonce residency at the Sphere.
Oh my gosh.
You know how crazy that? I was like, what's the ticket's gonna be 800,000? Like, you know what I mean?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, resident. That's what they working on. But I'm just saying, they are looking for they're looking for people to man and help them build right now.
Right.
Instead of flying all these people out here trying to understand the language in Vegas. That's what they do. They hired so many people from Miami, big cities, and be like, bro, this is a different market. It's so diverse. You can't, like in Atlanta, you can deal with the locals because they have, you know what I'm saying? You do the locals here, you're not gonna have 100,000 people come out. We don't have that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In Atlanta, you can do a T and 5,000 people TI concert and
absolutely right.
It's a different demographic. So a lot of people come here and they fail without reaching out to one another in the community to learn the Vegas market. Exactly. So they be having a bag and they be spinning on billboards. Bro, nobody listen to the radio. What station you put it on? Did you put it on? You could have went to 88 and got it, you know what I mean? Like all the stuff you're trying to figure it out on the weekend because you got the money, you know what I mean? But how many events we seen? We be like, damn, ain't nobody here. This is Michael Jackson back from the dead. You know what I'm saying? Nobody know. You don't know how to market Vegas market, but we do. You know what I'm saying? So
we definitely have we've earned a few stripes.
Yeah.
We definitely earned a few stripes, and you know what? We just earned another one. I want to thank you so much, Critique Haynes. How do they get in contact with you besides the website? Is there any other social media you want to give to the audience?
Yeah, Instagram, ICU Studios, spelled out ISEEYOU Studios, and 702-544-4513 is my number. Call me direct. I'm a talker, but I'm a builder, man. So I appreciate any type of conversation, man. Even if it's not business today, it could be business later on, but relationships is everything, you know?
Absolutely, man. Relationships is golden. And it's a pleasure to have a friendship and a relationship with you. And I look forward to collaborating with you soon, my brother.
My God, man. See you outside, man.
All right, let's shake the world.
Right, baby.
You need to get away? Like that song from 1984 by Kenny Loggins? Get footloose. Be able to travel freely and do as you please. There's a very special place where you can dance like nobody's watching, sing like nobody's listening, except for the Pink Lady. Get away to the Goldwell Open Air Museum, celebrating 40 years of footloose fun. Start your fun today. goldwellmuseum.org.
I got Slide in the building. How you feeling, brother?
Oh man, I'm feeling good today, man. Hanging out with a bunch of people over the holidays, just had a birthday. Woke up, what was it? New Year's Day, and was ranked 218th in the world in the East Coast rap genre.
Wow.
And this is on chart metric. Later, girl. This is on like chart metric, dude. Like we're talking like the authority used by A&Rs. That surprised me. And then I kid you not, I can't remember if it was yesterday or today. Medical marijuana is legal in my state. That's all that needs to be said. But but like deal with it is it was either yesterday or today. I was ranked 199th. I broke the top 200. And it fluctuates up and down.
Wow. Well, I'm telling you, man, you're making some noise. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel good because, see, the biggest aspect of my career that, nobody has understood, and I've been told by multiple people in the industry, you'll never make it if you don't have marketing dollars. And I've done this for 7 years. I'm one of those cats. I get by. I sit at home. I got my whole home studio built in my room. I do everything in-house, artwork, production, all of that. I'm moving like Russ. You know what I mean? But like, I pay my bills there ain't no money left from music marketing. You know what I mean? I'm
Right.
not gonna go out and hustle crack or serve fiends.
Right.
I don't believe in it. I'm not gonna go out and do anything illegal. So, what I'm trying to do is something that's historically very difficult to do, and that's circumvent the way this industry is set up with the paywall that is set up in it, and do it without having to spend too many marketing dollars.
Yeah.
Let me close my door real quick. But yeah, like I'm just saying, man, I'm trying really, really hard. I was 7 years, November 13th.
Wow. 7 years, grueling years. And let me ask you this. What got you into the music? Is this something that you've been doing for a while, or and I
Well,
don't mean
see,
professionally, I'm just saying, were you always a big music lover all your life?
oh well, since I was like, I don't even know, I was a toddler, somewhere in the area of 3 or 4 years old, and I first heard Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That was my song growing up. Then as I got older, I started watching Michael Jackson a lot. And that's where the dancing came from. Originally, my name Slide was a dancer name. I'm a freestyle pop and lock dancer. I've never taken classes, never took choreography, none of that. I just do. I move whatever way the music makes me move. And
Nice, nice. I used
as
to do
as
that too.
I tried to pick up some of MJ's movements, and I got older, and then I followed a lot of what Usher did.
Right.
Because he was a well-known dancer. When I was trying to pick up the body roll, I kind of looked over toward Genuine's direction, and watched his music video so I could see how he moved his body to do it. And, then the last tough obstacle I had to do with the dancing, which I don't do anymore because it's just too much weight on my legs. But I saw Chris Brown on concert years ago. Everybody was freaking out a while back, a long time ago. It was like around the time he first came out, because like he was dancing in music videos and on stage in Tim's and all of that, and
Yeah.
doing all that stuff he does. And I was like, how can I be a dancer, and not be able to do that?
Right.
More like if Chris Brown could do it, I probably can too. You know what I mean?
And you know what? I like the fact that you just go for it. And so you picked up all these dance moves. When did you decide to pick up the microphone and get busy?
It was 2016. I just had a hard breakup. I was getting over from the longest relationship of my life, which was only 4.5 years. So it wasn't like a decade or anything, but I was kind of hurt, and I had been experimenting with songwriting and kind of studying up on the industry from about the 2014 time frame. And then I decided on November 13th, 2016, to get up, and I was going to record my first ever track. Now, granted, back then I didn't know how to make beats.
Right.
I didn't know the licensing, on beats or how that worked. I was still fresh in the game. So I
Right.
recorded some really crappy acapella tracks, which I later had taken down. You know what I mean?
Right. You got to
But
start somewhere.
it was part of the evolution. You know what I mean? It was part of the
Right.
growth. It was part of the learning. And 7 years in, I'm managing myself. I do everything I need to do in house and have partners that can help me if I need it. I have some close friends in the industry. I have a fan base, local and national.
And you got a
Um,
studio. You got a studio, you said.
in my bedroom, yes, I'm probably the baddest bedroom producer you're ever going to meet out of Virginia, at the very least.
Wow. Move over,
Yeah,
Teddy
like,
Riley. We got a
yeah,
we got
like
a newcomer.
I produce all my own work. I do use other producers that are well known for offering beats. I have to shout those guys out. If you are okay with not using content ID on the music you record with the beats, you have to go check out H3 Music and Pendo 46 on YouTube. They provide beats that literally you're free for profit. All you have to do is just, not you turn on content ID. Don't use that. You know what I mean? And they got some really good beats. I also make a lot of my own work. The majority of my work is done completely and totally by me. But I like to take a step out of the box, and work over other beats. And it's kind of more about how the beat feels. It's like, do I like any of the beats I'm looking through right now, listening through,
Right.
Or
Well,
do I want to make my own,
it's a vibe. It's a feel.
Yeah.
But let's step back in the box for a second.
Mm-hmm.
What was the thought process of you deciding that, hey, I want to learn this equipment. I want to learn how to produce, and how important is that? So any artist that's watching this right now.
Well, I don't know if I mentioned this beforehand, but I didn't really think about it. I have autism, high functioning autism.
Oh,
And
okay.
it wasn't really a thought thing. It was more like, I played around with different programs. For example, I played around with Logic. I played around with Pro Tools. I played around with Cubase and all these others, FL Studio. I didn't like any of them. All the interfaces overwhelmed me.
Right.
Okay, everything was just bunched together. Then I found Persona Studio One, and that's what I've stuck with ever since. So
Wow.
when I got to best way to explain it is after I would go through things, there was the thought process of going through what was best fitting for me. But when it comes to actually learning and teaching myself, it was just pick it up and do it. And if I couldn't figure out something, watch the occasional YouTube video.
Right. Right. There you go.
You know
And
what I mean?
not let anything get in your way.
No, it's the thing, man. When it comes to artists that want to do the same, I highly, highly encourage it. Like, stay independent first off, because I've read record label contracts. I've had big independent labels hit me up in the past. No, nobody significantly from the majors, you know what I mean? But I've seen big record label style contracts from big independent labels, and you don't want that.
Yeah.
Stay independent. Produce in house, or if your homie produces, get with him and split the profit. You know what I mean?
Right. There we go.
Write your own lyrics. Write them. I mean, even if you use something like AI per se, because I know they got all this AI stuff out there, it's not the same quality.
Right.
Because whatever you write or you type in, that's coming from here.
That's right. It's got to come from the
AI
heart.
don't have a heart. AI don't have a heart. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like, do everything yourself. Yeah, it's going to take way, way, way longer. You know what I mean? Than it would just getting one good song, focusing on a year, and then signing a 360 deal. You know what I mean? But it's going to be more rewarding than signing a deal if you were offered one. Because, I'm not one to back down. I'm going to stay independent for the rest of my life. But the major labels, they take your money, man.
They take it all.
You know what I mean? The only money you make is from touring. So my best advice for artists is try your best to learn everything you need to learn. Your cover art, your production, your lyrics, everything. Start your own business. Go, if you don't know how to do marketing, go get a bachelor's in it at a community college and learn it. Or,
Right.
go to your uncle who's got his own business and ask him. Or your grandfather or your dad or your mom.
Somebody, right?
Or ask somebody who's an influencer. It could be somebody on Facebook you follow, message and be like, do you have any advice for an upcoming artist?
That's right. And you know what?
Like
People like that.
a lot of people are willing to offer that advice. Sure, you'll get the ones every now and then. Oh, pay $100 for my music marketing class. Don't do that stuff. Don't do that.
We know that very well. And what the audience doesn't know very well yet is that you formulated your own sound, and what is this? Country with a little bit of hip hop soul we're talking about?
I actually just broke a little bit into the country rap market
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
That on one song, and a lot of people that I've played it for in private like it. It's called American Way. It's coming up on my new album. I got an album dropping this month.
What's
Look
the name
around
of the album?
What Love Sounds Like.
Nice.
You know, and it's a birthday present for the woman who inspires me. She's the one that, like, my last 2 albums and a bunch of singles have been about. And it is also, this one's going to be about it too. Her birthday's this month. Can't disclose any more information than that. Is top secret. But you're going to hear a mixture of, like, I'd say almost it would remind you of spoken word with a beat. You know, like I'm rapping a love song, you know what I mean? Or imagine when you listen to my music in general, you can tell that it's telling a story, but that's what most people say, but they don't realize it's not just telling a story per se. I'm talking to whoever I'm rapping, whatever I'm rapping in the song, I'm talking to somebody. Because, you know, I'm one of those guys having the autism, being socially awkward, being a shy guy and a nervous guy. I don't walk up to females. They got to come to me, or I'm oblivious that they even like me. You know what I mean? I'm the girls got to make the first move type of guy. You know what I mean? And, like, but they don't know that I'm talking. Whoever I'm rapping about, I'm talking to, because I can't say those things in person. So I say them in the music.
That's beautiful. And listen, if that particular person is watching this, or eventually will get a chance to watch this, that's going to add a little extra icing on the cake.
Oh yeah. Well, she's already been notified that I'm in an interview and all of that. So yeah, so I went and told a few different people, and you saw the best friend came through. She said hi and all that. That's my homegirl for a long time back.
That's your homegirl. Now, Sly, let me ask you this. Let's talk a little bit about the icing that you got on the cake, man. 1.3 million Spotify playlist editions in 2023.
Yeah, I've still got the screenshot from December where it said 1.3 million Spotify playlists on my Spotify for artists. I've still got it. Yep. Yeah,
we got 200,000 career streams plus 200,000 plus.
I don't know. I've stopped counting at about 220, 230,000 streams on Spotify career streams. That's when I quit counting, because the new year started to reset. You know what I mean? And all of that. So I don't know where it is now, but I know I had about 170, almost 180,000 streams in 2023 by itself. So, and
wow.
This is with, this is through people who support my cause. This is through my homie Mock at Hypermedia Music Group. They're an independent label. I'm currently under contract with them, but they're more on the end of let the artists bring their own team and run their own stuff if they want to. They allow creative freedom. They allow you to be independent. You know what I mean?
Nice.
And they're the ones who pushed me to these numbers.
Well, you know what? It's good that you got a team. Now, what is Native Instruments? What does those two words mean?
Native Instruments, I don't know if you've heard of companies like Akai Professional and Arturia and all those that, like Roland, and that offer they offer like software for production and hardware and all that. Native Instruments owns Isotope.
Ah, okay.
And Brainworks and Plug-in Alliance are all wrapped into them too. Okay, they're partners with Earthworks, and they provide like musical equipment and software, and they've pretty much, the artist relations over there, Dave is amazing. Big shout out to Dave at Artist Relations at Native Instruments. He's hooked me up with basically all the software that they have, and a keyboard and an audio interface and a microphone through his partner Earthworks, and a DJ controller.
Wow, what a blessing.
Yeah, That guy really supports my cause, and I'm gonna put it the way he put it. He just wants me to keep making good music, is what he said. He said, because the music will be here long after we're gone.
Wow, that's deep. That's true.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And speaking of music, the audience is going to get a chance to check out some of your music. We're going to make sure we play a nice sample for them.
All right. And I was actually the track I've been promoting as of recently is one of last year's releases. It's going to be on the new album, and I've gotten some pretty interesting words of good feedback is the best way to put it from a couple different radio hosts, and it's called Princess, and you can look that up. It's like you find the cover art for it, it's just me, you know what I mean? But I got like some effects and stuff on there. Definitely look that up. It's a club banger, and the best part about it is it's clean. It's I believe in I kind of try to do the majority of my music like they did back in the classic rock days, like the 70s, the 80s, all that. You can say it without saying it.
Right. Well, that makes it
play with the innuendo.
You know, when you're able to use your imagination and creativity a little bit.
Mm-hmm. It brings more lyricism. Like, I do cuss in a few of my songs, you know what I mean? But like the vast majority of them I don't, and that's because of two reasons. One, clean editing's a pain in the you know what, you know what I mean? You basically have to produce the song twice if you make a dirty version and a clean version.
Right.
You know, that's a waste of time and resources to me. You know, why not just make one clean version and you don't have to worry about cleaning it up.
Right.
You know, and the other reason is I believe it shows more lyricism, that you have a broader vocabulary. If you can put together even one verse, like 16 bars, but if you can put together a whole song without speaking any profanity, that's value. And that's not just value, you know, for the listener per se, or for your public image, but it's something that, you know, if you're riding down the road in your minivan and you're not a single dad, but a married dad, you know, and your wife's in the car and you got two toddlers and a baby in the back seat, you know, you can turn it on and they can, you know, jam and this, that in the back seat and not be exposed to anything that's, you know, going to be obscene.
Right.
You know, so I believe in bringing family into music.
Yeah, and why not? I mean, you know, if you don't have to curse, don't.
Yeah.
And I think that this is great that you said that, because, you know, we want to encourage artists to understand that, you know, you're still cool. You don't have to curse, you're still cool.
It's not about the money. It's not about the chains. It's not about the girls. It's not about the cars or the clothes or the fame or none of that. That's not what's important to me in this hip hop music, in this game that I'm in, that I've been playing for 7 years. You know, it's like, what's important to me is making a better life for the people that I care about and are close to me and that I love. That's what matters to me. You know, in the end, if I get famous, that's cool. If I get wealthy financially, that's really cool. But in the end, I'm not going to be spending that money on me. I'm going to be spending it on the people I love, and I'm going to be spending it on putting good out into the world.
Man, you know what? You got me feeling kind of sentimental here. Let's end it on that note. How do they follow you, Sly?
Just go, you can literally Google me, SLYIDE. Just Google that. It's going to bring up all my streaming platforms. Or you can just go to SLYIDE.com. That's slide.com.
Come here, baby. Come here, lay with daddy. You a little hottie, riding in the canyon. Roll it up, light it up with the fire. Girl, I need a princess, and baby girl, you're high. Kiss it on your neck, baby, just a little peck on your lips. I love the way you swing your hips. I said it once, said it twice, darling, come on over here. I'll make you feel the way you want to feel. She a lot sexy, looking kinda sexy. Come here, baby, hex me. I love the way you test me. The way you test me, baby, 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 you're looking fine, lady, driving me crazy. Every time you shake it, I wanna get naked, hit it, clap it, quake it. Here's my heart, break it. Come on, girl, I'm waiting. Girl, it's so hot. Oh, I really mean hot. She a lady in the street, in the bed, she a thought. Little hustling chick, she holding all she got. Smoking on that fire, that homegrown. Girl, I like you a lot. Every tap, every time you make it clap. When you light it up, baby, give me that. Sexy when she walk, sexy when she talk. So sexy when she do it all. Gotta do you feeling tall, like a damn take down the Great Wall. Come here, baby, deck the halls, hang my Christmas balls, then drape the tinsel. I'ma study you, let me grab my pencil, let me draw a stencil. Repeat and mention, baby, you gon' into it. Look at what you've been through. You're a princess Brenda.
You're starstruck, here's a sprinkle of the stardust. Hold your champagne glass and your cigars up. See the guys with mob ties drive the cars up. Bright lights, most nights they buy the bars up. Candy coated Chevy cars on the highway. It's Frankie baby, it's on and this is my way. Dean Martin at the Sands this Friday. With Sammy Davis, here's a little hint where I stay.